They had lived in the laboratory for 200 years. To see the outside world, the group fired ropes to hook onto steel pipes, then exerted all their strength to charge toward the 100-meter-high city wall. After running for several minutes, they finally reached the top. Just as they were about to cut through the fence, they were knocked back by high-voltage electricity and nearly fell. The girl observed her surroundings and spotted the power supply vehicle responsible for the electricity. She took a deep breath, released her grip, and returned to the ground at maximum speed. The pursuers behind had already discovered the escapee's trail. Dodging bullets, she rushed toward the power vehicle, planted explosives, then turned and ran. With a loud explosion, the batteries on the vehicle detonated. The wires immediately short-circuited, burning out the electric fence. They seized the opportunity to rush up the city wall. Under her teammates' cover, Annie finally escaped danger and quickly cut through the fence. Just as they were preparing to embrace the world beyond the laboratory and leave, a teammate was unfortunately hit by the pursuers and stopped breathing on the spot. Jack quickly pulled Annie out of the line of fire. There was no time to mourn. They needed to escape immediately. On the other side of the city wall was a sheer cliff. After a harrowing descent, they finally reached the ground, only to discover that the outside world wasn't as wonderful as they had imagined. After walking 1 kilometer, the vibrant forest showed a clear boundary line. Beyond this boundary, everything was contaminated soil. The river that should have been clear had long been polluted and discolored. They had escaped the laboratory full of hope, only to encounter such results. Some were already having second thoughts. Perhaps staying in the laboratory would have been the better choice. Suddenly, acid rain began falling from the sky. The radioactive droplets stung painfully against their skin. Jack discovered an abandoned cottage, and they quickly rushed inside to take shelter. As time passed, they increasingly lost hope. Some even called for surrendering now, believing there might still be a chance to survive. Annie, however, firmly believed that the outside world must be better. After waiting the entire night, the heavy rain finally stopped. They followed the contaminated river upstream, searching for perhaps a chemical factory or something similar. Someone heard intense rumbling sounds. An off-road vehicle appeared before them. The laboratory's pursuers had caught up. They quickly picked up the pace, hoping to use the difficult terrain to shake off their enemies. Unexpectedly, the pursuers relentlessly continued their chase. Just as they were about to be caught, the air in front of them suddenly reacted. An invisible door opened before the group, and an alien spacecraft even appeared overhead. The beings knew each person's name and told them not to panic. Then a squad of soldiers blocked the doorway, attacking the spacecraft as it descended, leaving the pursuers behind completely bewildered. This high technology exceeded their cognitive range. The pursuers were repelled by the spacecraft, and the invisible door immediately closed. These strangers seemed to harbor no ill intent. They used portable equipment to protect the group within a thin membrane, preventing further radiation damage. The protective membrane was attached to the spacecraft's surface. After flying for half an hour, an oasis appeared before them. This was actually a high-tech city. The spacecraft slowly descended, and the protective membrane delivered the group to the ground. Reception personnel led them to undergo purification. Only after entering the building did the protective membrane gradually disappear. After detailed full-body decontamination, they were also required to place their hands into a printing chamber. Each person had a mark stamped on their hand. After completing purification, the group reunited in the main hall and finally learned everything through a promotional video.